Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about dragons again. So, the most powerful dragons are the one that comes from the root chakra and solar plexus. So, the root chakra is the fire, is associated with the fire, right? And which is red, right? And solar plexus is unification of the divine mother and divine father, which is the sun and the moon, that unified. If you look at it in the chakra system, you look at it looks like the Star of David, right? That's what it looks like, right? Because it's two triangles unified, and that's what you get, right? So that's why it's orange. And also, if you watch, I've been telling you guys to watch some of the TV shows and movies I've been, telling you to watch, because it tells a lot of truth. They tell you a lot of truth in the movie, but also they mix it with lies, right? Not everything is the truth. Because in order for it to work, they have to use God is the truth, right? They have to use this, in order for whatever they're trying to do, to hide from you or doing that. They have to do that, right? So they put it out there, but people do not think it's actually the truth, right? If you watch the TV show, no, the movie is called the Darkest Mind. And if you look at the Darkest Mind, when the end of the movie, when they meet in a stadium, the leader of the group is orange, right? Because the leader has the unified dragon, which is divine mother and divine father. Remember, I told you Satan. I told you Satan that what do you call it? I told you Satan is two serpents, right? I told you two serpents. That why it produces, his serpent seed. The serpent seed is on earth, the ruler of the earth now, and the one who running the governments and stuff, they are serpent seed, because Satan, when, had a child with, Eve, that was also not mentioned in the Holy Quran or Bible or none. All of that was removed, like a lot of stuff removed, from holy books or if it's put in there, is not really clear indication what you read in it. Because, okay, if you start to question the church and stuff, then you would not donate money. The church, they don't pay taxes. The church are the wealthiest. What do you think? The Vatican sitting in a whole load of money, they don't pay taxes and all of that, and they're running the country. The Vatican running a lot of countries, you know what I mean? Canada, US, United Kingdom. The Vatican, also controlling the narrative. When the Vatican being invaded by the Zionist Jews long time ago, they they went and because okay, let me explain to you. The Vatican and the crown are one, pretty much. They they convey to each other. They, whatever ruling happened in United Kingdom comes, from the Vatican. Even they show you in a lot of their movies and TV shows, it comes from the church. When the king or queen need the blessing, it comes from the church. when the church, even in the movie Queen Victoria and a lot of their movies, it show you the church control them. Okay, why? Because it's the church of Satan is the boss. Okay, but when they've been invaded by the Zionist Jews, the church, and the crown, they didn't know what to do, blah, 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 until they decided to make a union. Basically, all working together. They have to work together against us. Okay, so that's what happened. So they're all the Zionist Jews and the church and the crown, all of them working together. Shadow government, whatever you want to call them. They are all being, controlled by the Church of Satan. Okay, the synagogue of Satan, whatever title he goes by, a lot of titles. Who cares, But anyhow, that's what happened. So they're working together, even though the crown and the Zionists, they don't like each other. There's rivalry happening, If you haven't noticed, they told you also there's a rivalry between them. They don't like each other because it's all about control. Who want to rule? Okay, the crown is being, one day is gonna come when the rug is gonna be pulled from the crown. We'll not be ruling anymore, right? And that's what their number one fear. They know this, so they created the Council of 300, created all this institutions or whatever. They trying to paint this picture. They're working together. Then reality, everybody is against everybody. It's just a fact. Okay. So to get back to this, orange is the solar plexus, and red, for dragon. I'm talking about. Sorry, I'm going back to dragon again. Red is the root chakra, which is the fire. When God says, "Let's be light," the fire came from the root. It came from there, from the cervix area, right? You understand? So that would happen. So in the movie The Darkest Mind, you should watch it, guys. I don't want to really tell you a lot because it's going to ruin it for you. But anyhow, they were trying to kill in that movie orange and red. Every star child or part of the 144,000 or whatnot who are here on Earth, if you have any other color other than red or orange, they let you live in that movie. So just watch it. Why they think the red and orange are the most dangerous? They cannot be controlled. Number one, they cannot be controlled. Okay, we don't follow rules, and that is not just. If it comes from justice, then I understand. If it's fair, yes. But then if we feel like the rules are not just for humanity or whatnot, yeah, we'll repel. So orange and red in that movie, they'll be killing them because one controls fire. Okay, the red controls the fire, right? And the red control fire, because remember God says let's be like the fire. The fire came from the root chakra. Orange controlled the electric charge, like electric and magnetic, which is the sun and the moon. Okay, the electric and magnetic, the power of the sun and the moon, the divine mother and divine father, right? And that's why they in that movie they're trying to get rid of them. So watch the movie, guys. It tells you a lot of stuff. And so I just told you why, but then finish them. Watch the movie. There's a lot of symbolism in that movie. It tells you a lot of stuff. It also tells you a lot of humans or humanity are working also to they're working with us. If you watch that movie, also there is ones are wicked, working for the enemy, pretending to be working for humanity, trying to, work with us, protecting us against, you know, unexpected attacks and stuff like that. It's in the movie, they'll tell you all of that. But that's what they do, and that's what the enemy are doing. So is you could find out what color is your pineal gland. You can do a test. There is a test that shows your aura, and it shows your the most dominant. Focus on your pineal gland, and whatever color it is, that's who you are. Okay. I don't have to do a test. I know I'm either red or orange, one of them. So that's why I've been attacked like that, So because if it was green or yellow or any of those, they don't care. They're not paying me no mind, But that why the most dangerous to them, because the orange, electromagnetic. So we can fry anything, When the power of the divine is activated within us, we can fry anything. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that has power going through it, we cannot fry. Okay? It just happened. So sometimes that way when you walk around or you're trying to grab something, there's a lot of static happening. But that one is gonna be manifesting when God activate all of us. When I activate all of us, you're gonna know your power. It came to your, you're gonna be able to control your power and stuff like that. It's going to happen, It's going to happen. So when that happen, you have to hit the ground running. Okay, not running from them. You know what I mean? You're gonna be preparing for war because they're not gonna just let you go. You know what I mean? You are being in this war for how long? 12 years. That was happening to me. All this, misery and attack and manipulation and stuff. It's not like they're gonna set you free and they're gonna say, oh, you're free to go now. We're not gonna bother you anymore. No. If they're gonna come and swing at you, you know what I'm saying? So you have to be prepared. Anybody who swing at you, defend yourself, okay? That's what I'm telling you. So anyhow, that's my advice for the day. And what's orange dragon on yellow dragon means. Okay? And red dragon, sorry. Red and orange dragons means. Why China have the red dragon celebration, the new year, Look at the dragon, or the year of the dragon in China. What color is it? Okay? You understand now.